Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're going to play Fury of Dracula Digital Edition. So this is a digital edition of an actual board game, Fury of Dracula, which I haven't played myself, but I have seen others play it, and it's a really cool game. The rules though are quite complex. Did you see the way you smirked? That is kind of cool. So I will do my best to try to make it concise for you. So let's begin. We're playing a local game by ourselves, and we will be playing as Dracula because it will make it a little bit easier for me to explain how the game works than if I play as the hunters. And this is otherwise, if you play this as a real board game, it's like a 4 versus 1. We have 4 players playing as the hunters and 1 as the Dracula. So these are some advanced rules, we're not going to worry about them. And power cards are sort of like special cards that Dracula can use to do some like additional things. For example, hiding. For example, wolf form means that he can jump 2 cities away. So what is the goal of the game? Well, these 4 hunters, what they're trying to do is they're trying to find Dracula and then kill him. What Dracula or I'm trying to do is get this influence track up to 13, in which case I win the game. So up here I have cards. So the way the game for Dracula works is that he starts in a city, and then we can pick a city. For example, we're going to be starting in Prague. And then upon every following turn, we will put a card in that city, and the card will be placed up here. The next time I'm going to move to another place, for example Vienna, and then I'll put a card there and it's going to move. So there's going to be Prague here, Vienna here, and etc. It's going to keep moving here until the end of the track. If it reaches the end of the track, the effect of the card will mature and I will get some sort of a bonus. Now, the hunters can stop it from maturing by stepping in a city. For example, if I put a card in Prague and they step into Prague, they will activate the effect of that card before it matures, so then I'm not going to get the benefit. Okay, so let me just start by saying I'm in Prague and let the hunters go. There are 5 phases in the game: dawn, day, dusk, night, and Dracula phase. So in the Dracula phase I go. In the in the day and night phases the hunters go, and the dusk and dawn phases are special phases that you can do different things in. Alright? Now, each hunter has a specific ability. For example, Mina Harker, which is this one right here, if she's in a city with another hunter, she can use her psychic bond because I bit her and connect to me and figure out where I am. So she can ask me whether I am anywhere in this region, in Gallia, in the region that she is. So I'm not. So they didn't learn anything. Now it's going to be the night phase, so the hunters go. What the hunters can do is they can move, they can draw supplies. If you draw supplies at night, you also have to draw a special card from the bottom of the deck, and if that card is marked by me, then I can get the card that's going to give me some special and cool event. If not, then it just gets discarded. Okay? Now they draw a card, and why are they drawing cards? Well, the cards give them some sort of bonuses or supplies that they can use to help find me. For example, they got themselves Sister Agatha, who gives them a bonus that if I search a location in a city, I must reveal that city's location card. So I must reveal the card that I've hidden under the city. Like I said, for example, with a Prague, I can put a card there, so I have to reveal it. Also, if I try to run away from like combat or something, Sister Agatha is going to come after me. She's going to stab me with her knife or something, and I suffer 2 damage. I don't die. Like, she didn't bring a stake. But, you know, I take some damage. Now, I got this roadblock card, and that's because Jon Van Helsing was taking this card at night, and he drew the Dracula event, so that's why I get it. So we get a roadblock. I can play this immediately or at the end of Dracula phase. I can play some roadblock. I don't want to do it right now, so I'm just going to say at the end of Dracula phase. So the roadblocks are good because you can block the hunters from moving. And again, Mina also drew a card, so now we got the seduction because of it. Now, how do the hunters move? They can move on these red lines, which are essentially allowing them to move like by road, or they can during their turns grab a train ticket, and if they have the train ticket is either as yellow or white, and the number on it and how many like trips they can essentially take, and then they, for example, if they have train ticket yellow with 2, they can move from Venice to Budapest, so they can take like 2 trips like this. Or for example, they could move to Prague. Alright, so now I'm going to move to Nuremberg, And I'm going to place a card under Prague. So for example, I could place this reckless vampire. So if anyone steps into Prague, they will have to fight this vampire. Now these are some effects of the fight, we're not going to worry about it. But if nobody finds this card, nobody goes into Prague and it's going to mature, then it's going to have this effect on the bottom. So it will reveal that I was in Prague 5 turns ago, so that will help them hunt me down. But it will influence the influence track, advance it by 4. That's really, really good. So we're gonna put this in. We'll read the rest of the cards later, because if I were to read them all now, it would just be confusing. So I'm gonna hit that one. So now under Prague, I've got this... Actually, sorry, under Prague I've got nothing because that was the first card, but under Vienna I now have this card. Now I have to place the roadblock, so I'm going to place it somewhere. Now I can put the roadblocks wherever I want. You want to kind of keep in mind though that if you're placing the roadblock, it's kind of like sort of telling them or implying where we are. So I'm going to put a roadblock here under Mina, even though I don't really need it. And then I'm going to put one here next to Van Helsing, and last roadblock is going to go over there. Gonna make it a bit more difficult for them to move around. Now it's their turn again, so they can kind of move around, try to figure it out. You can also move through C, but if you, like the Lord Godalming is doing right now, but if you move through C as Dracula, actually suffer damage, because they didn't tell us in vampire school that we're kind of afraid of water. So, you know, water's no good. So they're moving a lot around here, so we want to kind of bypass them and run away. Also, what's not great about Mina is she can sense what region we're in, so if Van Helsing chooses to kind of team up with her again, it's going to be a bit of a problem for us, so I want to keep that in mind. I have to remove a roadblock token. I'd love to click on this one, but I can't seem to click because Van Helsing in the way, so I'll just remove this one. Right. Lord Godalming, where are you going? My life is hers. That's what he says. Well, that's great, but I would rather you just did. So can she choose to kill you? That'd be good for me. Now they invoke the card Evil Presence. Dracula must announce the name of each hunter who is adjacent to his current location. Nobody. So you will learn nothing. Nothing, Van Helsing. Keep trying to find me because you're useless. Not even with Mina's help. Alright. So, ooh, actually, we've got Jon Stewart here in Venice. That's not great. So we're gonna move. We could also use a special card to move like multiple turns per one. But I'm actually going to move towards Strasbourg. Actually, I'm gonna move down here towards Zurich because no one can get to me if they just move the road. They could get to me if they have a train ticket, but I don't think they have one. So I'm just gonna be okay here. Now we can place Aristocratic Vampire. This is interesting. You cannot ambush with this card, but if the hunter ends up on this card, they can choose to discard it by delaying themselves, which means they cannot do anything for a turn. So this could be useful, but let's check what our other options. A Spy. This makes you reveal the hunter's cards and items. Not really interesting for us right now. Shani Mob. Each hunter on the city may discard any of their item cards, and each hunter in the city suffers 1 damage for each item card in their hand. I'm gonna grab that. That's good. That's good for me. It doesn't increase the influence track, so it's not gonna help me if this card matures. But if they step on it, it's gonna be quite nice. I like it. No one but a woman can help a man or mend a broken heart. Or whatever that's He's clearly in love with someone who probably doesn't really care that much, because we never learn her name. So, you know. I don't know. Alright, so they're kind of circling around me. I'm down here, so I can actually run. I'm in Zurich, right? No, I'm in Nuremberg. I'm elsewhere. Where am I? They didn't find me yet, but I'm near that area. I forgot where I am. Yeah, I'm in Zurich. Okay, I knew it the first time. I was like, where did I go again? Oh well, we'll find out. Okay, they're just grabbing their supply cards, we don't really care. Well, actually they're grabbing them at night, so we do care, because we have a pretty good chance of getting like a good bonus, but unfortunately they didn't get any. Alright, so we're gonna move. We have to move away from him, so we're gonna move down here to Geneva. And we're going to place the aristocratic vampire, we don't care, the spy, we don't care. Reckless vampire, the hunter fights this vampire. So we're gonna put this here because I think there's a pretty good chance they might find the trail. So if they then have to fight vampires, we can injure them, which is really good for us. Especially if you could kill a hunter, that's great for you. Alright. Now, Lord Godalming is moving by the sea, which is not great because I'm kind of escaping in his direction. So once he come up ashore, you might meet. But the game also has combat, so towards the end of the episode, I'm going to try to just meet the enemies and just do a combat just so I can show you. Alright, so now we can ambush them with the Shani Mob. They have to discard one of their item cards, and then they have to, they suffer 1 damage for the rest. So we'll invoke it. He discarded 1 card. How many cards do you have left? Oh, he didn't take any damage. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, so if they meet with Mina, she'll do the feeling me again, and she'll figure out where I am, so I've got to run away. Actually, maybe not, because I'm already in a different region where they are, so... Still. It's only 1 roadblock. Come on, game. Let me click it. Good. Lord Godalming, please go away. My life is hers, and I would give up every drop of my blood for her. Alright, we got ourselves another roadblock. I don't really care about the roadblocks that much. I mean, we could stop them from moving. We could stop Mina from meeting up with them. But the thing is, I'm not so much against it. Like, I kind of want her to go here and fight that vampire that I gave her. So let's just give a few roadblocks kind of all over the place. Yeah, I'm giving her only one option. Like, go down to Geneva. You'll find me, but you'll have to fight a vampire. Which means I get to show you combat. And I don't even have to get hurt. Choose 2 cities. Dracula must reveal cities. Oh, no. Oh, good. I was worried because if she were to reveal it, she would know that she doesn't want to go there to fight the vampire. You know, so... Also, I am there too, so... She'd fight the vampire instead of me, though, so it wouldn't be that big of a problem. Let's place... Do we have any more vampires that we could give them to fight? Ooh, the hunter suffers 2 damage, and the hunter suffers 2 damage and becomes delayed unless they reveal a weapon card. What else? We've got wolves. Each hunter on the city suffers 4 damage. Each hunter may reveal weapon cards to reduce the damage they suffer by 2. Alright, so let's place the wolves thing here. Alright. We got ourselves a reckless vampire. We're just gonna finish our turn. We could also play the special card if you wanted to. For example, use the wolf form to jump 2 cities away. Ooh, gold Godalming, no! Don't come near me. They're kind of circling in even though they don't know it. And so they're stepping into Prague, so they did figure out what I had there, but it doesn't matter because there's no card to activate under it. Oh, she's going to Geneva? Nope. And actually they know based on this track that I'm just like 1 turn away from here. But now she has to fight this reckless vampire, so let's go. Each time you resolve Fangs to in combat initiated by an ambush, advance at the influence track by 1, so we gotta keep that in mind. So let's continue this. Okay, so the way the combat works is that every time we both just pick 1 card, and each card, the Dracula's card gets resolved first. So essentially each card has this kind of like a symbol, these fangs for example, and if she has something that blocks the fangs, like if she has a card and her cards have multiple symbols, and if her symbols match mine, then my card gets discarded, it doesn't get activated. But if it doesn't, then I get to hurt her first. I'm gonna start with strength. If the player plays punch or crucifix, their card or weapon card, their cards gets cancelled, and I give them 2 damage. So let's start with that. We do want to play the fangs, but if she read the card, she would know that I want to play the fangs, so she might defend against that. Yes, so she used a punch, so I cancelled that so she doesn't get to hit my guy, and instead he gets to hit her, so she's now down to 7 HP. Vampire only has 4, which is not great, but now I'm gonna try to use the fangs, because that does give me that nice benefit. We have claws, escape as bad, escape as missed, fangs. Let's see whether she's gonna defend against fangs. She also might try to run away, she could do it. No, she dodged my fangs, that's sad. How dare you, I wanted to use that. Can we do the fangs again? She can't have like infinite amounts of dodge. Now, it's a day, so we do not actually get this bonus of extra damage. unfortunately. There are some cards that I can use as Dracula that make it so that every combat is fought as if it was a night phase, even though it isn't. But that's not the case for us. So let's keep trying the strength. I think we get a good chance of, you know, maybe she'll try to punch us. Yes! If we could kill her, not even with ourselves, but the reckless vampire, that would be so good. That would just be fantastic for us. I want more. Do I have any more fangs? Yes, let's go with the fangs again, because getting the influence track up is kind of my goal. So if I could do that in the combo, that'd be nice. Okay, she tried to escape, but not before I use my fangs, so she only has 2 HP now. Now the hunters can also heal during their turns. I don't know if they heal better during the day. I'm not sure. They might. I think they can heal during the day or night. I'm not 100% sure, but I know they can heal at some point. We're gonna remove this roadblock here. And now they get to go. Vertigo Downing is picking up some cards. That's alright. Take how many cards you want. You're still going to lose. Oh. Play immediately, switch a location or as an ally. Okay. Chantan Harker is now the hunter's ally. Okay, so they get an ally, which is not great. Hopefully it's gonna be okay. So she rested and she increased her health by 1. So clearly she can rest during the night as well. Alright, let's move. We gotta get out of here. We're gonna move to Bordeaux. Because they know I'm just 1 turn away from Geneva, so... do we have any more, like, combat encounters that I could give them? The Shani bodyguards would be good. And now let's do another Reckless Vampire, because if she could just step in there, we could do a lot of damage to her. And that's kind of what I want. I want to kill one of them. So that's going to be huge for me. Someone please... Yes. Okay, I'm going to use my wolves to do 4 damage. Or less if he discards... Oh, he probably has... Yeah, the thing, he probably has weapons, because he can draw a lot of cards. He did get damage for 2, but I kind of wish Mina stepped in there. But they were careful. They're like, no, don't step in there. Regardless, though, we now get to fight Jon Stewart. Let's kill him. This time I'm going to focus on using the fangs here because, like I said, I want to increase my influence track. And he has a lot of health, so I don't know if we'll be able to kill him anyways. So let's just... Okay, great. We used the fangs. Unfortunately, we didn't block the punch, so they will hit my vampire for 2. Actually, just for 1, okay. So we have 3 more chances of doing fangs. It should increase my influence track by 4. That'd be kind of insane. So let's do another. We're not gonna escape. We just want to go all in. Let's just keep using our fangs. Keep fighting. They might dodge the fangs. We'll see. Ah, he used the knife, so he blocked my fangs, and on top of that, he's gonna do some damage to me. Okay, the vampire is dead, but we did get that one influence track. Jon Stewart did a much better job than Mina. See, now we get up to 2, which is out of 13. It's not bad at all. Alright, so... Yeah, we gotta run away here. Mina keeps on healing herself, which is understandable, like she's injured. Alright, we're gonna remove this roadblock. We get devilish power, that sounds cool. Alright. Now where do we want to run? That's a bit sad that we didn't get to have any of our cards maturing because they're kind of on our track. Reveal the location card on the 3rd space of the trail. Or if it's dawn or dusk, reveal the location on either the 5th or 6th space. Well, they can actually see most of them, so it doesn't matter much to them. We have so many cards. Can we use any of our interesting special cards like Dark Call? When you place this card on trail, suffer 2 damage and draw 5 encounter cards. We could hide Misdirect. Clear how that on any space of the trail that is not your current location. That's not helpful because they discovered them all. Wolf Farm allows me to jump 2 cities away. But it hurts me. After this Dracula phase, resolve another Dracula phase. So we're gonna play this because that allows us to do 2 moves. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move now. Actually, I could move around them. Upwards. No, that's too risky. Let's just move We'll move here to Santander. And we'll put a card of... We'll put the Shani bodyguards in there. Then we immediately get another turn. Do we have a special cards that we could use again? Devilish Power Play. Resolve one of the following. Remove the consecrated ground token from the board. Discard the Hunter's current ally. Hunters cannot supply during the next Hunter phase. Yeah. We're just going to... Yeah, we're done with this phase. We could play, if there's a hideout in the third space of the trail, place an encounter card on it. It's revealed, not hidden, so we're gonna not do it. Now we're gonna have another phase here. We could try to place another special card. Like... Wolf form. Yeah, this is not useful. So we're just gonna move again. We'll move to Madrid this time. And, oh, by the way, they can only supply on big cities, not on small ones. I think I forgot to say that. We want something that's good for the maturing track. None of these are really good, so I guess we'll do Saboteur. This delays the Hunter, so that's pretty good. Kind of hoping something would allow me to like mature tracks, but didn't really do much. If there's a hideout on the third space of the trail, place an encounter. Okay, so let's do that. That's actually useful for us right now because it's hidden. We're gonna put the aristocratic. Let's put unnatural fog. Hunters cannot move into or out of a city that has a fog token on it. Okay. So they can't move in there right now? That's kind of interesting. Okay. If they move in it, they'll become delayed, apparently. I dread to think that we may never find this monster. I've learned not to think little of anyone's belief, no matter how ridiculous it may be. They always disappears before I finish it, so I have to kind of remember what the point of the text was and kind of rephrase it. Okay, we're gonna remove this roadblock. Come on. Okay. Nocturnal Visit, nice. So they didn't seem to remove the card that was in Geneva, so it should mature anyway, so we're gonna get that mature effect next turn. Which is pretty good for us. Mina Harker gets a new card. Where are they gonna go? Alright, I need to keep moving. I'm gonna move down here to Cadiz, and then we're gonna move into the sea, presumably. And we'll place here... Aristocratic Vampire, I guess? And do we want to use a special card? We could... none of these are useful, so let's just end it. It's fine, forget. Nocturnal Visit. Play at the end of Dracula phase. Each combat resolved during the next dawn or day is resolved as if it was night. Sure, we'll play that. It's not really relevant for us, but I guess so. They seem to be moving in there. In Marseille. I'm not in Marseille, so I don't really care. Ooh, but they are meeting in Geneva. And now they get to fight a reckless vampire as if it was night, which is actually quite nice. So that's good for us, because we get that bonus from it being night. For example, we can play the class, and we can do like 4 damage here, if he doesn't block it, which he probably will, but it's worth the shot. He didn't block it, so we should be able to do 4 damage because of the effect of our card. Oh, I should have done 4. Yes, so it's gonna get activated twice. So this is amazing. If we could do this just like 1 more time. But he's probably gonna try to escape, so we should try to figure out if he has something that could stop him from escaping. Or he'll play his knife. Do we remember what card blocks his knife? Punch, Crucifix, or a weapon card. We'll try to play Strength, because we'll probably try to play the knife because he'll think, you know what, I'm just gonna insta-kill the vampire. Well, not gonna happen, honey. Not gonna happen. See? See? I knew he would do that. We can cancel his knife and we're gonna do 2 damage. Now we go first, even if he plays something. So we have to just play something that will not allow him to run away. Do I have anything that stops him from running? Only strength. So I'm gonna try to do the fangs. Hopefully his running away does not block the fangs. Okay, good. So we killed him. We killed him! Dr. Jon Stewart is dead. And he doesn't get to play anymore. He's just... Look at this face! Look at it! And we got a lot more influence track because of this. And now we are doing amazing. We're gonna decimate them. Alright, so Mina's gonna be like, hey, are you in this area? I am not. I am not. Alright. I actually think that this is a good time to end the episode. We gotta end on the win, and we just killed a hunter. Alright, so you can click on the right towards some of the digital board games that we play on this channel. And you should write in the comments if you like this episode. I'll see you there. Bye bye!